Okay, Uncle Ed, still in Bogota, Colombia. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I don't even know I need to say it anymore because you see the shit in the back. It's the same shit, so I'm at the same place, right? But I want to talk about decision makers, okay? So this is about decision makers. I have found that middle management will always say no, but they almost never say yes because they're afraid of making a decision that makes them look bad. Like what I mean by that is most people, I don't know, $50,000, $100,000 a year people, maybe $200,000 a year people working for someone. Most of them don't want to make a bad decision to look bad. Make a bad decision look bad. That's kind of silly to say, but yeah, whatever. They don't want to make a decision that will make them look bad. So they'd rather kick you down the road like an old can than to tell you the truth. But I have found if you can go over them to upper management, to the CEO, to the president, these guys, the reason, or women, or whoever, these people got successful because they get it. They get an idea. They're willing to throw the dice. They're willing to take a risk for success. Because that's how you get successful. You got to go, okay, new product. I like it. Let's do it. Middle management goes, I don't know about a new product. I don't know. You know, it might not sell, and then we got it, and I'm going to look like an idiot to my boss, and I won't get the raise, and I won't get the promotion. We're not doing new product right now. But a CEO who has, or you know, a president of a company or an owner of a company that, you know, a real owner of a company, not someone that just kind of owns a company and, you know, doesn't know what the hell they're doing, they will make faster, stronger, and decisive decisions based on facts and based on potential and based on an opportunity. They go, oh, I like this opportunity. We could do this. Let's try it. Let's give it a whirl. Hey, let's hire Ed. Let's see if we can make this work. If it works, great. If it doesn't, hey, you know, I think it was Sony, okay? So Sony and a lot of companies take a small percentage of their profit and they put it into high-risk deals. And one of the things that Sony did was, and some of these products can't be tested. When I was a kid, we only had what we call ghetto blaster radios. They were like this big. And you see them in the old movies with guys going like this with a big old radio and they put it down, they do shit. And all of a sudden, the Walkman came out. Okay? The Walkman. And Sony, I don't know, they probably had 100 ideas like Walkman. And you can't go up to someone, would you like to run with music? Run with music? Why would I want to run with music for? I never run with music. They've never tried it. It's impossible to, until something's done in a market, you can't test it type of thing. So it's like when you go in and you have cancer, go, well, we got something experimental. You know, we don't have a lot of data on it, but it might save your life. Do you want to do it? You know, compared to, let's say, chemotherapy or something else. So when you're selling and you're stuck in middle management, you got to go ahead on top of it. And a lot of these people are hard to get to. And I've done shit. Okay, you want to hear some shit? I'll tell you some shit. This is Uncle Ed shit. When I owned, when I first started my business, I couldn't afford doing the conventions. And I couldn't afford staying at the Four Seasons Hotel in the Marriott where all the big shots were. So I stayed at a cheap apartment, cheap hotel. You're not cheap, but you know, Days Inn, you know, I don't know, whatever it cost. And I would ride the elevator all morning up and down the expensive hotel when everybody was going down to breakfast. Hey, aren't you George? Hi, I'm Ed Hoffman. Great convention, right? Yeah. You know, blah, blah, blah. You might have, hey, you know, and I small talk, hey, you mind if I give you a call sometime? I'm sure. And I'd ride the elevator, and that's how I get leads. Or I'd walk around the dining room with people eating breakfast. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, Ed Hoffman, yeah. Yeah, great show, huh? Great breakfast here. I had the waffles, they were great. I wasn't even staying at the hotel. So it was a way of me piercing, getting someone in a comfortable situation, elevator, breakfast, sitting around at the bar after a big convention. And I couldn't afford, like I said, I couldn't afford it. But there was another way around it. And believe it or not, it's more easier to get business there or an introduction than when these people are, everybody's got their booths and they got their name tags on and people are walking around and everybody knows you're important. But a little small chat in an elevator? Now, I wouldn't recommend it in a restroom. I did talk to one or two guys in the restroom. I go, hey, is the water cold? Because, yeah, I go, mine's deep, too, And he laughed. And then I might meet him outside. I go, hey, I'm sorry I talked to you about that. Oh, it was cool, man. It's all right, So I circle around. So that's two things about this we just talked about. One is make sure you talk to the right people. And two, how to find people without having to spend a lot of, going to the big conventions, how to start your business. And listen, I'd love you to hit subscribe, if you'd like to make a comment or ask me a question, you can do that. And hey, if you think I've got good content, send it to a buddy, let them enlighten them, okay? So, once again, Uncle Ed, peace, got cash. I've got to tell you, when you start making money, real money, it's a wonderful feeling. Don't let anybody bullshit you. And, it's 6 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm going to tell you something real quick. I get it on the 7. One time, Cher was being interviewed, and she said, well, I've been poor and unhappy, and I've been rich and unhappy. I'd rather be rich and unhappy. So I'll leave you with that thought.